Testing, testing. Okay, hello guys, welcome to, Hey guys, welcome to the Fraser Hat Yai Show. Fraser here, and I'm sat at home. It's a Saturday, I've got some free time, so I thought I would make a video about some things that are happening in Thailand right now. So, as you guessed by the title of the video, today is going to be about the current TM30 that's driving the expats in Thailand insane, as well as the decline of foreign currency compared to the Thai Baht, or even the strength of the Thai Baht at the moment, and how expats don't have as much to spend and they're starting to go a little bit crazy. So, let's start with the TM30. I'm going to assume that you know absolutely nothing about the Thai immigration system and explain to you what a TM30 is. So a TM30 is a form for declaring your current location or the place that you reside. So this is a form that's always existed really, but they've only really started seriously enforcing it over the last 3 to 6 months. The last 3 months, they've really started enforcing people and enforcing the use of this form. So, who needs to fill in a TM30? A TM30 is for anybody on a non-immigrant visa. So this does not apply to tourists, and it doesn't apply to people who have permanent residency, something which is very difficult to get. So most expats, although it's not impossible, it's not as hard as people think it is to get permanent residency, but it is difficult. So most expats or immigrants, whatever you want to call them, I don't care, living in Thailand are on a on a non-immigrant visa, such as a ED, education visa, a non-B, a business visa, or a non-O, a family or marriage visa. Okay, so everybody on these visas have to fill in. Firstly, they have to do 90-day reports, which means once every 3 months they have to declare their current location where they're currently living. The TM30 is pretty much the same thing, but it's separate. You have to do this too, and you require more documents. With your TM30, you also need a signed contract agreement and a signed photocopy of your landlord's ID card or passport if they're a foreigner. If you're staying at a hotel, the hotel is supposed to do this for you, so you're not required, although this can cause some issues and confusion at immigration, especially for people on, for example, an education visa. On an education visa, it's an unwritten rule that you're supposed to reside in the province of which your university, where your university is. So if you're staying at a hotel in a different province or a neighboring province or an apartment in a neighboring province, there may be issues. Especially if you're staying in a hotel even in the same province. If you're staying in a hotel, you can't fill in your own TM30. I've tried. You require the hotel to do it for you. You're not going to be asking for the ID card of the hotel owner. It might be a huge franchise and the owner could be wherever. It's not going to happen. So, but if you're on an ED visa, they don't like you staying in a hotel. They'll ask you questions like, why are you staying in a hotel? When are you going to move to a new place? And I've heard people have a lot of issues with immigration with this situation, although they've managed to talk their way out. So there is some flexibility. You are at the discretion of the immigration officer. Anyway, so what's this TM30 and why are the expats getting so kind of pissed off and angry about it? So the main problem with the TM30 is that legally you're supposed to declare your location at a local police station every 24 hours. If you're outside of the last place you filled in your TM30, if you spend 24 hours in another province, you've got to fill one in. You've got to go to report your location at the police station. So I'm going to read out the information here. I found this nice infographic. The source is the immigration, so it should be pretty reliable. It says all foreigners who stay in the country longer than 90 days, so that means non-immigrants, must inform immigration police of their whereabouts. Failure to comply with that is a fine of 2,000 baht. So that's interesting. Who stay in the country longer than 90 days? What if you take a short holiday out every 3 months to a neighboring country? Do you have to continue to do that? I think so. Every time a foreigner visits another province more than 24 hours, he has to inform the police within 24 hours of arrival into the new province. My computer's just shut down. Okay, it's back up. So here's the problem with that. What if you're traveling around Thailand and moving from place to place? You're staying with a friend in one province and another friend in another province. You really won't have to go to this effort of waking up, getting all these documents, going to the immigration office. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? If you're single and you have a one-night stand, do you have to go to immigration and report your location? Like, how's that gonna work? You have to ask your one-night stand for their ID card? Like, it seems a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? But the fine, it says here, is only 2,000 baht. Some people may say they would rather just pay the fine. So if all foreigners must reside at the place which they have reported. So you can't live elsewhere if you've reported one place. If they cannot stay at those places for justifiable reasons, they must inform officials of the change of residence within the 24 hours of moving in. What if you want to spend a few nights in a hotel with your wife, even in the same province? Do you have to go and fill in a new TM30? So it's ridiculous, really. Foreigners can inform in person or give authority to another to do it on their behalf. By mail or via the online application form. So like that, what that means is basically hotels are able to do it on your behalf via the online application. They have access to the online system, which so that does mean if you're staying at a hotel, you don't have to do it. But I know this for a fact, a lot of hotels, especially smaller, cheaper guest houses and stuff, they don't bother doing it. So they're gonna have to start, I guess. Holders, and who's responsible if your hotel does not report it? Holders of a tourist visa are exempt. So if you're on a tourist, it's nothing to do with you. If you're a permanent resident, which I don't think there'll be any watching this video, as it's a pretty rare thing to be able to get, it also does not apply to you. Anyway, so the expat community is going pretty crazy over this stuff. I'm going to show you some funny cartoons now by a cartoonist called, what's his name, Stefan, Stefan. He's a very talented cartoonist. I will link his Patreon account if you're interested in seeing more of his content, but he produces a lot of funny political cartoons. I'm not going to show the real political ones, but the ones he did surrounding the TM30 is quite funny. So here's one here. Take a look at this. Thai police, immigration sitting around a table. They all look like devils, and one of them said, any innovative idea that could make life for a foreigner even more complicated? And another replies, what about a TM666 form for aliens to notify every breath they dare to take in Thailand? Ha ha ha. It's so cruel, I love it. So you can imagine what foreigners are thinking right now for a cartoon like this to come out. It is a funny joke and exaggeration, but some expats are really getting annoyed with this. And to be honest, I have to do this too, and it's not the simplest thing. I travel a lot. I spend time in Bangkok, I spend time in Hat Yai with my wife. When I'm down here, I have to go and take my wife's ID card, photocopy and everything, and do a TM30 for this location. And when I go to Bangkok, usually I stay in a hotel, but I think I'm still supposed to go to a police station and say that I'm in a different province. Anyway, Here's another one. This one is of an elephant with a TM30 shooting himself in the foot. So this is quite funny. A lot of people, like right now, tourism seems to be declining in Thailand because of the strength of the Thai Baht and the decline of other currencies from tourists that commonly come to Thailand. So this is a picture of an elephant with a TM30 bazooka shooting himself in the foot, which is kind of funny. Some people say that this is what they're doing at a time when Thailand could do with more tourists and more income through tourism. They're making it harder, and they're making foreigners less likely to come and spend lots of money and time in Thailand. TM30 is something that retirees have to do. Retirees put a lot of money into Thailand, you know, so it's funny. One of those things. And here's another one. Take a look at that. Pretty funny. Same kind of message there. a immigration officer with a TM30 knife slicing the foreigner expats and retirees golden goose in half. They killed the golden goose that lays golden eggs, apparently. So you can see how angry foreigners are getting at the moment. So what did they do about it? A group of expats in the northeast of Thailand got together and put together a petition, which is kind of funny. Let's take a look at that petition now. The petition's under reform-thai-immigration.com. Let's see how many signatures it's got so far. And then I'll tell you my opinion on this petition. It's received 4,800 supporters. They say they need 10,000 to bring it to immigration or whatever. Like, the problem here is where non-immigrants are filing this petition. The Thai government does not care about non-immigrants, not really. So in order for this petition to work, it needs a lot of signatures from Thai nationals, Thai hotel owners, property owners who are also affected by this extra bit of paperwork they have to get together. So unless there's a lot of Thais on this, it's not going to make a difference, and I don't think it will anyway. But it's kind of funny. A lot of group of expats are so pissed off they've gone to the effort of making this pretty well written, translated to Thai too, petition here. And then I got a mention in the Bangkok Post. The Bangkok Post says that TM30 is a shot in the foot, and they go on to talk about this petition and why the TM30 is such a annoyance for foreigners living in the kingdom. I'm going to show you another cartoon now, which is pretty funny. TM30 Liberation Front, the ugly and grumpy Farang Mata Brigade. It's pretty realistic. These are the with the I Love Nana Plaza t-shirts and the Mr. Farang potato bombs, who want to scrap the TM30 notification or else. Anyway, kind of a bit of fun there. So yeah, you can see the kind of reaction that's going on right now. So yeah, what's my opinion about this? Basically, it's annoying, and my thoughts is within a year they won't be enforcing it as much anymore. They're never going to say that they're going to scrap it. They'll just enforce it less if it becomes a big issue. But we'll see what happens with that. Foreigners really pissed off, and they're overreacting as always, as they always do on forums like Thai Visa and so on. Yeah, let's take a look. So my opinion, the petition will do nothing, but at least it shows the outrage. At least the immigration then knows how inconvenient this is for expats who are coming to Thailand, especially people like retirees that are, you know, supporting the Thai economy with their pension from abroad. So yeah. So even Richard Barrow, who's a famous a famous expat blogger in Thailand, has posted about this quite a lot. He's also, seems to be having problems. He said he's been living in Thailand 25 years and he's still on these non-immigrant visas, which really shows how hard it is to get these permanent residencies. He said he applied for permanent residency once before but was declined. He's thinking about trying again. So he's a bit annoyed about this. And immigration seems to be cracking down on all sorts of stuff. He said that recently he can find the post. I'll find the direct post actually. Okay, so a recent post from Richard Barrow in Thailand. He's just posted 5 hours ago. It says, next Thursday I will be one of the speakers at the Foreign Correspondents Club of Thailand to talk on the topic of Thailand's controversial immigration laws and their consequences. The following day I will go to immigration to see if they have approved my extension of stay. Yesterday they postponed the decision for 1 more week. So Richard recently went to immigration to do his annual extension of his visa. These non-immigrant visas are for a maximum of 1 year, so you have to extend every year, and even someone like Richard that's been here 25 years has to do the same. And it does say here, I want to find that post that he mentioned what happened, but basically they refused to extend his visa, so it's not been approved yet. Extended him for a week until they make their decision, and as soon as he went home from immigration to his place of work, he found an immigration vehicle there waiting for him with they didn't state why they were there, if there'd been a problem or no problem. They were just there to check things out. Someone who's been living here 25 years, a prominent figure online as well, is also having issues. So immigration really seems to be, doing a funny one at the moment. Yeah, I can't find the original post. He may have removed it. Okay, it's here. It says, not the best of days for me, as you remember. Today was the day for me to go back to Samut Prakan immigration to hear the verdict to whether my application to stay in Thailand for another year has been approved. This is something I have to go through every year. I applied at immigration only to be told that Bangkok hasn't approved my application yet, as my visa extension expires today, blah blah blah. They extended for a week until they make their decision. He then, like I said, went home. You can read this yourselves, and got a visit from immigration. And he says he's lived here for 25 years, has spent most of his time here. This is what he has to go through every year. So, staying in Thailand is a real privilege. Living here is a real privilege. And we do have to go through a lot of stuff. But at the same time, you've got to have kind of appreciation for, compared to immigrants going to some other countries, they have a lot more issues than we have to deal with. So, you just kind of have to deal with what you're given, and follow the procedure, and try your best. But even if you do everything right, something like this can happen. I'm pretty sure Richard will eventually get his extension. I'm very surprised if he doesn't, and I think the holdup might be something to do with him being a big influencer in Thailand, and they know that. Okay, so I just want to finish today, talk a little bit about the Thai Baht. The Thai Baht is getting stronger and stronger. At the same time, the British pound is getting weaker and weaker. So I'm from England, if you didn't know, and there's a lot of unhappy Brits in Thailand at the moment, really struggling to get by on their pension. Let's have a look at the current exchange rate. One British pound to Thai Baht. So one British pound is now 37.06 Thai Baht on Google. So a lot of exchanges are offering 36 Baht to the pound and less even. So yeah, things are not looking good. 36. It used to be, it was 75 not that long ago. It was 50. People thought it would never go below 50. It dropped a little bit below and it recovered, and then, yeah, it's pretty crazy how low it's got now. Fortunately, I don't rely on income from in British currency. I have a lot of income in Chinese yuan and USD, but even the USD is down against the baht as well, but not as much as the pound. Let's check USD. Yeah, so one USD is 30.79 now. So again, places will be offering 29.8, even maybe 30 baht to the dollar now, which is insane. So yeah, a lot of unhappy Brits, a lot of people leaving. I got friends in Phuket who have said tourism is clearly down. People with businesses in Phuket, tourism is down 30%, if not more at the moment. So a lot of crazy things happening in Thailand. I hope this video was interesting. And if you want to learn more about Thai visas, I do recommend the YouTube channel Integrity Legal Thailand. These are guys who really know their stuff, lawyers who have a small YouTube channel. It should be much bigger. Because the information is very valuable. I do recommend you check out their videos for accurate information on the Thai visa situation. I'm no expert. I'm just sharing my opinion on what's going on right now. So what do I see for the future? I'm guessing within 12 months, they will again stop enforcing this as heavily. And I don't know what's going to happen with the Thai baht. I think it's possible to even see 30 Thai baht to the pound is a possibility, which would be a nice time for me to take a trip home, but a very bad time for expats, especially retirees, British retirees in Thailand. All right, guys, any questions, please do post them down below. Let me know what you think about this kind of video. I've still got to edit my the next part of my travels to Patalong with my wife a couple weeks ago. Lots of content to edit. Unfortunately, I recorded it on an iPhone, and now I'm having issues converting .mov files to .mp4 so I can edit properly. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and have an awesome day, everybody. Catch you later.